Midwest Driz in the building. First of all, I like to thank God. Second of all, I like to thank my whole Black Compass family on both sides, you know what I'm saying? And one other thing I like to say, any artists out there that want to be an artist and want to stay a star and don't want to have to worry about the media being all in your battles, all on your records, dancing, come to Black Compass. Yo, Black Compass Media. I'm here with the legend, fresh off his Ill Will battle. We here with SERIUS Jones. What up, Jones?
What's going on, brother? How you feeling?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. How's the event? How everything go for you?
Oh man, it went great. Honestly, it's definitely one of those for the ages. Definitely one of those classics that I think they're gonna talk about for at least a few years.
I definitely was impressed with your performance, man. I feel like you definitely came out swinging. Did you do anything different in terms of preparation for this Ill Will battle?
Nah, honestly, and I only had about 3 weeks or something like that. So it was, it's just like, man, sometimes if it's in you, it's just, got to come out. Pause. You know what I mean? But that's just like kind of, I've been wanting to, catch some wreck and really just, get some shit off my chest. So It was just, good timing.
Definitely. Do you feel like because I feel like you've been pretty consistent. Actually, I edged you in the battle. I thought it was definitely a fire battle. But I see a lot of people saying they surprised with what you did, but I'm not really surprised. I feel like you've been pretty consistent since your return. Like, you feel like your work kind of been slept on since you came back?
Well, yeah, because a lot of people don't, it's like they don't watch all the platforms. So they don't, they're not as in tune. They might have just heard about some of the battles I had instead actually saw them themselves, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if they had seen all the work, back to back, and when you watch them all back to back, then it's like, oh shit, wait, Disaster 3-0, Arsenal 3-0, Pat State 3-0, like, wait a minute, hold up.
Been 30 people.
Sharon 3-0, like, and even if you want to debate it, you know what I'm saying, it's still, I've won all of these battles, and these are all, top contenders in this era. So it's like, I don't really see how, when you do look at it, that you could debate it. But a lot of the people that we talking about that have these opinions, they might only watch Smack, or they only, watch the battles that get sent to them because they subscribe to whatever channel, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, instead of being a real historian of the culture, and that's how I am, like, I look people's resumes up. I'll go watch the battles that don't have, a million views and might only have, 200,000 or something, just to see, what a person's skill set is. But, we living in a monkey see, monkey do era now. So, the more, bodies you have on the big stage, the more they're going to jack it. And that's just what it is.
Do you feel like people, because it's weird how battle rap changed, because it's like, when I was coming up watching you and Mook and all y'all, it was about winning and losing. Now, a lot of people will say, oh, Jones wins battles, but Jones doesn't give you big moments. Like, when did that become...
But that's not, first of all, that's not to cut your wisdom, but Mook actually, no disrespect to him because that's my, the homie now, but he wasn't really winning either. He was battling on Smack when the DVDs, when they didn't pronounce winners there either. I was about was winning and losing. You know what I'm saying? That's why I wanted to battle Fight Club. I wanted to battle somewhere where they could sanction it, where we could bet our money and actually have a controlled setting with judges that were official industry niggas, or what we consider industry niggas. That meant, basically we got a chance for this battle to get us somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And so you was going up to Fight Club betting your own money.
Yeah. And that was my whole, MO. So, I saw Sam Scarfo do it. Shout out to him. And that's what really made me feel like, oh, shit, I could do this. But, once you in that type of mind state, I was really kind of, no disrespect, I was looking down on that other shit. Like, man, them niggas, we ain't going to be standing outside battling for free and all that. Like, nah, we're going to go ahead and get this money. And it was after the Fight Club wave and all that shit popped off and you know what I'm saying, that honestly Smack, and shout out to Smack and Beasley and them, because they took that whole, you know, battle wave and ran with it after there really was a void that needed to be filled in the culture. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And but really, like, the winning and losing part was, to me, that was always what I was in it for, though. You know what I'm saying? In addition to money, back then, you know, if you wanted to battle for money, you had to decide a winner or loser, because how are you gonna get the money? You know what I mean?
Right. But do you feel like now it's more about highlights? Like, people care more about highlights than actually who won and lost now. It kind of seemed like that.
Yeah, that's a fact, and I think that's like a problem. But honestly, I think it's about being a trendsetter, and I think if, you know, guys like, you know, myself and, you know, other people that really are at the top of the battle food chain, you know, come prepared and show people the, you know, the standard, I think it will be more, you know what I'm saying, people trying to have classic performances instead of just get a haymaker off or a gun bar, you know what I'm saying, for a reaction.
Yeah. Now, how is it going from platform to platform? Like when you go to KOTD versus a RBE or URL, do you kind of go in with the same mind state of I'm Jones, I'm gonna do what I do, or do you got to switch some things up?
Nah, I go in there just basically like I'm doing me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even worried about, you know, what somebody else is doing. But I do try to adapt my, you know, material so that it could, you know, be interchangeable to the opponent. You know what I'm saying? So when I know I'm battling Will off top, I know I gotta come in there barking at a nigga's face, because his whole thing is like he's some tough guy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So off top, I gotta, from the door, just kind of be straight gur with like 7 R's. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
your first round was heavy.
You know, good looking, bro. I was just watching them. I mean, out of all of them, like, honestly, the first round was crazy. Second round got even crazier.
Yeah.
So it's like, I stumbled a couple times too, and I don't think people really caught it because my energy was just so up. You know what I mean? But
right.
I damn near fucked up some classic shit, but I like caught it, luckily. But yeah, man, this is, I think, is definitely one of my better performances.
Mm-hmm. So the reception has definitely been crazy, right? Because I'm seeing everything online. People going crazy about your performance.
Yeah, man. Like, I knew what this was gonna mean. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not playing, man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm really serious about my legacy, and all puns intended. Like, I'm coming to, you know, do what I'm supposed to do. When they put me on that, put that light on me, I'm gonna shine, man.
Is it more difficult because you only had 3 weeks to prep? Like, is it harder?
I hope they understand with that. I hope they understand that.
Mm-hmm. Because with 3 weeks prep, you got to come up with it and memorize everything. Like how difficult is that?
I mean, to be honest with you, this is the easiest memorization process that I ever had in a battle.
Really?
Because I swear to you, because it's all the truth. And it's like, when I'm just saying stuff that really is what it really is, I already know it. You know what I'm saying? But now it's just about remembering the way it rhymes. But the story of it, the body of work, is just, that's what it is.
Right.
You know what I mean? 19, I had a strapping Rikers, RIP 80. I was really having ciphers with lifers. You get your food ate early over the phone. You were appetizer. I could make palm with plastic and a wire. I'm the Black MacGyver. I got rid of by a CEO. They tried to line us up for colors, so I got kicked out the Rubik's Cube and figured it out in the box. Like,
come on, man. Come on, Jones.
You know what I'm saying?
Chill out, Jones. Chill out, man.
You know what I mean? But in my mind, I wanted to go to jail on this nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, these niggas is always talking about all this gun bar tough shit. I'm like, you know, I had to go to Rikers Island with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. And just get really in that bag. Like, nah, man. Like, this is, I'm really, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to go there with it. So that's why some people didn't even understand when I was saying, like, a toothbrush turned to a Glock. Like, they don't understand. That's jail talk. Like, you know what I mean? we was just breaking that down on the show. We was just saying that, how a lot of people didn't get that. But yeah, we caught you. Yeah, it's all good.
So in terms of what you got on the menu next, what you looking at? Anybody in particular you want to see? People need to come see you, man. You the legend. People need to come see you.
I appreciate that, man. I'm not really, you know what I'm saying, looking for nobody in particular. I think there's a couple battles that just, you know, make sense to happen that, you know, like John keeps fucking acting like he wants smoke, but he's been doing that for years, you know what I'm saying? Verb be acting like he wants smoke, he's been doing that for years. You know what I mean? There's certain battlers that are, you know, allegedly in a top tier position that been pretending to want smoke, you know what I mean? But I don't know, do they really want to do it? I don't know. We ain't did it yet. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so
right.
At this point, I mean, for me to be, I don't do call-outs and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, only because usually they don't really want it. And then you just, you know what I'm saying? Then they try to play it like you thirsty and trying to, you know.
Yeah, I think that's mad corny, too. I think it's mad corny that a nigga can't call a nigga out without being called thirsty for a battle. Like, nah, man, I'm just saying I will kill you. Like, I don't really see it.
Nah, but what's even whacker is niggas has actually been calling you out for years. So you finally actually say, okay, and then they try to reverse it to make it look like they never called you out. And niggas are so short-minded and short-sighted, they're not going to go back or know the whole history of it. They don't remember that this nigga got 15 blogs talking about he'll kill you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and then you finally say, you know, whatever, and they might look lit because of their position in it, you know, like a Verb. Verb's battling, you know, Lux coming up, so his whole dreams is coming true. And he just battled Mook and did good. So in his mind, he's probably feeling like, yeah, I gotta focus. I can't even get distracted. Like, you think this is, you know, your moment of truth in life and shit. So, you know, to me, it's like, I don't know. I don't agree with that type of shit. Like, you know what I mean? I don't feel like, okay, if you a battle rapper, you should be able to battle. You like, it shouldn't take you months and months and months to prepare 3 rounds of material. Like, when your job is to write, you know what I mean? Like, it's your job, especially if you're getting paid, you know, some handsome ransom. Which I'm sure he did.
I feel
you know, to me, it's like, if I could write some shit like that in a couple weeks, then why you need months? And we in the same sport.
Right.
But then you calling niggas out, and that you can't even write rounds in less than a few months. And Verb, you know, we cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to throw you under the bus, brother. I'm just saying, man. You know what I mean? Don't be acting like you want smoke and then duck and wreck talking about you got to focus on one thing.
Wait, so did you think the thing he did with Iron Solomon RB was corny?
Nah, Iron Solomon probably would have killed Verb. I ain't gonna lie. But lyrically,
oh, come on, man.
Iron Solomon bars is crazy, my nigga. I ain't gonna hold you. Iron Solomon is crazy. I was supposed to battle Iron Solomon too at one point, but like, I was a fan of Iron Solomon. Like, back in the day, like, he was killing niggas, like, no cap. So it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, you know, when is that battle supposed to happen? The battle with him and
that was supposed to be on this card that you just battled on.
Right, but his battle with Lux and them or whatever is supposed to be like a long time from now.
And like, I think it's probably in like the next 2 months.
Yeah, I mean, that's like 2 more months. That means you have 4 months, 4 or 5 months, damn near half a year to write for 2 people. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm
but he probably looking at it like, man, like if because Solomon's not a walk in the park, so if like if you lose to Solomon, that could bring the steam down for the Lux battle, maybe. I don't know.
Hey man, look, I'm not a hater. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I don't really like talking about other males.
Yeah.
Especially when it's my turn to talk about me. But if we're gonna be real, these are people that have been calling me out. You know what I'm saying?
I still want to see you in Tay Roc. I still want to see that.
Yeah, I'll kill that boy.
You think you a dog him?
He know that. Huh?
You think you a dog, Roc?
Man, I know I will.
Ooh.
Oh, I will. I don't think he's not hard. He's just a one-trick pony, man.
He not versatile enough for you. That's what you're saying.
Nah, man, he ain't nowhere near versatile enough. I could do what he do times 2. Like, but he's good at what he does, though. I'm saying he's good with the gun bars and those enactment jumps, like the seatbelt buckle up and shit like that. which is, that's good, especially for big crowds, that like easy alley-oop bars. But when you're talking about the level of intricacy in the pen, and, I could, as you just seen, I could put some crazy, some extra shit too. I'd just be really casual. I don't be into. Like, I usually, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like on some kind of shit, like, I normally with the slow cool flow. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's like, with certain people, you need that extra because they coming with that. You know what I'm saying? And Tay Roc is one of them niggas. Like, I'm gonna bark on him. He wanna do all that yelling and screaming and acting crazy and tough. That shit ain't gonna work with me.
I don't know, man. I think Roc trying to get back on his shit this year. It got spooky for Roc last year. I think he lost all his battles last year, but
But I was just saying, I wish him the best, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, my thing is, I'm not one for the cap. Like, I don't be making shit up. My only issue I ever had was Roc is that he pretended that he ain't say that we was going to battle. When we said that to each other face to face, shook and planned on doing it as far as I knew. Right. And he just acted like I just made that shit up. And that's like, to me, I don't respect that, my nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Don't be fake, my nigga.
He try to front you off in front of people, like, on some goofy shit.
Yeah, he tried because he didn't want to admit that he ducked Rec. And even if they wanted him to battle Sharon more than they wanted him to battle me, you could have just said that. Yeah, I know I said, I wanted to do this more, my nigga. I don't owe you nothing. Cool. You know what I'm saying? But to act like I just made it up and like it's just some total lie, that's corny, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's corny. And then the overly, like, I was just, arguing in the sport. You know what I'm saying? I'm not thinking on no whatever. But when niggas, turn it into something else because the cameras are there, or, you know what I mean? So when I was walking away, I'm halfway across the thing, and then he yelling to suck my dick and shit like that, it's like, all right. And according to him, we gonna fight when he see me.
You on that list of people too? I think he got about 1,000 people he plan on fighting.
Yeah, he got 1,000 people to fight. He always about to. So I'm not really into that. You know what I mean? And It's gotten to the point with me where now I'm at a place now where this is the only angle to try and act like I'm all of a sudden some damn near 40-year-old nigga that's pussy now. Like after I lived my whole life. And now all of a sudden, because of it's just, and it's sad, but what else they got to do? They got to try to come at some angle at me. You know what I mean?
Do you be honest, Jones? Do you think it's corny when people still try to use that angle, that situation? I mean, we all know it's corny, but at the end of the day, if somebody does it in a clever way and it's funny, it's still gonna be funny. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like if you trip and fall or something, like, you know what I mean? Eventually it's going to get old, but if somebody still says it in a clever way, people are lazy. You know what I mean? Right. They don't want to come up with some new thing. They're going to use what they think is going to be easy win. But as you can see, it ain't worked yet. Like nobody won yet with this whole, angle, because really it's not valid. And everybody really knows it's not valid. It's just, because it's me, there's something to say. Right. I feel that. Are you in any talks with Smacking Bees? Maybe getting back on URL this year?
Yeah, I spoke to Beasley recently. You know what I mean? So we talked about some ideas. So
okay.
We'll see what happens.
What you think about the whole band thing they doing? You like that idea?
I like the creative event things that they've been doing, like the different cities and different names and shit like that. I like it. I think it definitely gives some diversity to the culture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
bring some diversity to the culture.
They damn near went on a tour last year. Yeah, they was going everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, I like that. That's what we need, man. Bring the culture and spread it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's out here. When you go to all these different cities, you see people there. They fucking with it. So it's definitely that's dope, honestly. And I want to be, more active in helping to spread the culture myself. So I'm looking to find out some opportunities how I can expand, just my business in terms of the brand of battle rap, not just in terms of me rapping all the time,
Right. Now, Jones, I want to ask you this because you really, I mean, like the face coming from Jersey, you was like the first person, me coming from being from the Midwest, you was the first like battle rap representation I had of Jersey, like being a youngin' watching you and stuff like that. So from you to come to that and everything you did in the fight clubs to you seeing how the game has changed and how Jersey is elevated within the culture now, bringing in, you know, with the Arsenals, the Serbs, the Shugs, all these guys, you know, coming after you. How do you feel about the state of Jersey in terms of what they've done in the culture now?
In terms of Jersey?
Yeah, just like the growth of it, because like you was the only representation like for a while, like you was the one. And now it's like y'all got a bunch of dope people that came through. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean it's dope to me that we even have this much influence. It's just basically I feel like Jersey as a whole just never really got its just due in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just been overshadowed by New York because it's so close and right here and whatever. But I think Jersey has always been influential and really setting trends in hip hop. Ever since Naughty by Nature, since Queen Latifah, since Lords of the Underground, since, you know what I'm saying? Like, Jersey has been at the forefront of the underground rap scene. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's only right that now, in terms of the battle culture, like, the spotlight is on Jersey because it really does, a lot of that energy comes from it.
Right. Yeah, man, I think it's dope, man. I definitely think it's dope, everything that Jersey's bringing to the table. Especially within the culture, you know what I'm saying? Definitely some of the most influential guys. A lot of y'all came from Jersey, so that's super dope.
Mm-hmm.
Are you still doing the music and all that?
Yeah, hell yeah.
You gonna release a project this year?
Yeah, I got a joint called The Hard Way.
Okay.
It's basically the first joint off that is on my shit now called Get Out Your Way. I shot a video in a prison that basically it's just dope. You can go check it out. I don't want to spoil it, but okay. I made the beat and it's basically the concept is about getting out your own way. It's where I'm at right now. I done put a lot of work in, but I also done a lot of things that have hindered me. So I had to kind of learn to get out my own way.
And where can the people find the music and all that?
They could go to my page, which is SERIUSJones.net. Also, they can go to @SERIUSJones, which is on my Instagram. Also, Serious Jones on Twitter, and just stay in tune, man. I got stuff coming out, and from now on, I'm gonna really try to be more consistent with dropping music. I really was kind of, sporadic and not really wanting to put music out because I wanted it to have the real push, and I wanted it to really reach. Like I feel like it should, you know what I'm saying? So instead of just wanting to feel good about having shit out, I was just like, let me just make sure I just create as much dope content as I can. And once it's time and the lights is back on, we just flooding the game again. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think it's about that time.
Definitely, man. When you releasing the music, man, definitely let us know, man. We do heavy promo over here.
I appreciate that, brother. I definitely will.
Definitely. Yo, before you go, did you get a chance to catch what was going on with the Cortez and J.R. Ryder back and forth?
Cortez and J.R. Ryder?
Yeah.
Nah.
Oh, okay. So you didn't even you didn't hear the diss records or nothing?
Nah, not even.
Oh, okay, yeah. Cortez had made J.R. Ryder took some shots at Cortez in the interview, and Tez made a diss track. It was super fire. And then J.R. Ryder Mans came back at him. It was a dope back and forth. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta do some, I ain't gonna lie, Cortez has always been trash to me, and now he finally got alright.
Oh, come on.
I ain't gonna lie. And now it's like, okay, Tez, like, you're not that trash no more, alright. Like, he be having some good battles and shit, but at first it was like, he was just ass cheeks to me, like, oh, gosh. But like, now, shout out to him, man. I can definitely say he works on his craft.
Oh, that's cool, man. All right, well, Jones, man, I appreciate your time, King. We definitely gonna get you back up here, man.
All right, thank you, brother. I appreciate you having me, man. Right. God bless.
All right, be easy.